Maple Creek, a quiet little town where nothing bad was ever supposed to happen. The rain had stopped hours ago, leaving the streets wet and glistening under flickering yellow streetlights. The air smelled of damp earth and pine. At the end of Willow Street stood a two-story wooden house, cozy, calm, and ordinary. It belonged to Anna Miller, a 29-year-old nurse who had just finished a long, exhausting night shift at the hospital. Her tired eyes burned, her scrubs were wrinkled, and she could already imagine collapsing on her bed. As she parked her car in the driveway, she sighed in relief. Home at last. But the moment she stepped inside, something didn't feel right. The house was dark and still, but the kitchen light, a small bulb above the sink, was on. Anna frowned. She was sure she'd turned off all the lights before leaving that morning. Probably forgot again, she muttered under her breath, trying to calm herself. She hung her coat on the rack, dropped her keys on the counter, and locked the door behind her. The familiar click of the bolt made her feel a little safer. But before she could take a full breath, creak. A soft, dragging sound came from upstairs. Anna froze. Her heart stuttered. She tilted her head slightly, listening. Another faint creak echoed through the ceiling. "Hello?" she called out, her voice trembling slightly. "Is someone there?" Silence. She stood there for a long moment, staring at the staircase that led up to her darkened hallway. Every instinct screamed for her to leave, but reason argued back. It's an old house. It settles. It's nothing. Grabbing her phone, she turned on the flashlight and slowly climbed the stairs. Each step groaned under her weight. At the top, the hallway stretched before her like a tunnel of darkness. She checked every room. Bedroom empty, bathroom empty, guest room empty. Even the closet was just filled with coats and the faint scent of cedar. Anna laughed nervously. "See? Nothing. You're just tired." Downstairs again, she poured herself a glass of wine and turned on the TV. The light from the screen flickered across the room, giving her living room a strange, ghostly glow. The news anchor's voice droned in the background. Open quote, "Police are searching for an escaped inmate from the Maple Creek Correctional Facility. The suspect, John Keller, 34, was last seen wearing a grey hoodie and dark jeans. Keller is considered extremely dangerous. Residents are urged to lock their doors and remain vigilant." Close quote. Anna's hand froze around the wine glass. The prison was only a few miles away. Suddenly, thud! The sound came from directly above her, her bedroom. The glass slipped from her hand and shattered on the floor, red wine splattering across the tiles like blood. Her body tensed. She could hear her pulse in her ears. This wasn't the creak of old wood. This was deliberate, a footstep. Her phone buzzed in her pocket, and she nearly screamed. It was a message from her friend Mark, checking if she got home safely. Anna typed back quickly with trembling fingers. Open quote, "Hey, I think someone's in my house." Close quote. The three dots appeared, he was typing back, then disappeared. No reply. The TV suddenly went static. The sound crackled, loud and sharp. Anna turned toward it, confused. Then, click, the TV went black. The entire house plunged into silence. She stood frozen in the dark, barely breathing. Her mind raced. Call 911, run, hide. Then came the faint sound of breathing. Slow, heavy, coming from the top of the stairs. Her blood turned to ice. Anna grabbed the nearest thing she could find, a kitchen knife, and stepped back toward the front door. She reached for the handle, but it wouldn't move. The chain lock was on. She never used the chain lock. Tears welled in her eyes. Someone had locked it from the inside. "Who's there?" she whispered, her voice breaking. No answer. Only the faint creak of another step, then another. Whoever it was, they were coming down the stairs. Anna backed away, knife shaking in her hand. She could see the faint outline of the staircase in the darkness, the shadow of a figure moving slowly down. Her phone buzzed again. Another message from Mark. Open quote, "Don't move. I'm calling the police. Just stay quiet." Close quote. Anna pressed herself against the wall, gripping the knife tighter. The figure reached the bottom of the stairs. She could barely make out its shape, tall, broad-shouldered, unmoving. Her breathing grew rapid. She blinked once, twice. And when she opened her eyes again, the figure was gone. Silence swallowed the house again. Anna didn't wait. She ran to the back door, yanked it open, and stumbled into the yard. Cold night air hit her face. She sprinted barefoot across the wet grass toward her neighbor's house. She banged on the door desperately until Mrs. Jacobs, an elderly woman, opened it in her robe. Anna, sweetheart, what's wrong? Someone's in my house. Anna gasped, sobbing. Please call the police. Mrs. Jacobs ushered her inside immediately.